Welcome, welcome to Health and Wellness with Peace and Joy. And what is possible if you experience mental health? I've been exploring this month of February, month of love, to really experience more of that self love and having a deeper understanding of a total health, because that's the best gift we can give to ourselves when we experience total health, which is physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And how it came about, it was actually, I was called to share about it. That's how I was coming through, to share in those different sections, and start realizing that actually I can contribute to that conversation because I've been on that journey for quite some time. That did started with my physical health, and that was manifestation of very strong physical symptoms where I didn't feel much of my body. I felt kind of stuffed and didn't know what to do about it, but quickly came with determination that I will figure it out. And I did. I was like pure determination, bravery to figure it out, how to reset my body, and require a lot of also mental work as well, to somehow convince to get my mind and body on board, to be able to, that we're going for transformation, that we not accepting, not feeling well within my body, and that was affecting and creating some thoughts and stories and beliefs, that there must be something wrong if I'm not feeling well. And you know how it goes, right? When there's some indicators in our bodies that we're not feeling good, there's some experiencing of some inflammation, pain, that there is a connection. All of a sudden our minds start potentially creating some stories, and when we allow them, allow our mind to create those stories, instead of empowering ourselves, like, okay, we get to figure it out and being okay with it. However, even if we do that, there's like all of a sudden, like, some potential doubts that what might be showing up, like, well, what if like this or that, it start manifesting. We actually coming to some kind of realization finally that we did the number on ourselves. Because that's another part that I've been sharing, and I started coming back live. It's been a while on this channel in my community of Awakened Woman Club, where about that physical health last week, and realizing that it's actually the last thing that we experience, meaning we really doing a number on ourselves, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and with big disconnect, and finally our bodies start telling us and giving signals, hello, you cannot abandon me anymore. So recreating the connection and ease and peace and joy in our body requires really all of that. Like I had mentioned, I experience physical symptoms, severe physical symptoms. I get to also find collaboration with my mind, and not going to some stories, and not creating like really tense emotions, that I'm feeling hopeless of what is going on in my body, and also having a belief and faith that I capable of finding out what it's, and developing a deeper trust. So as I just described, it has all those components, and once it got to that, it led me to a journey of a deeper journey, to really putting even some practices, not just for my physical health, to be more proactive and developing deeper habits, and not just relying on willpower, because you know how it is, and it's another part of mental work, that willpower and combined with some emotions, how that can actually, what kind of experience that can create, that we have enough of that willpower, and we giving ourselves, cheering ourselves and empowering ourselves, and making a better decision, and using our discernment, what we are, how we nourishing our body, how we hydrating our body, what we putting into our mind. That's important as well. uh, so not just on physical levels of hydration and nourishment, but also what we listen to, who we associated with, and what we reading, what we watching, that also affecting, have a big impact on our mind. When you keep watching news, and they meant to actually somehow mess up with your mind many times, and you're not recognizing that and not using the discernment, the consequences will be severe, because all of a sudden you start experience some, creating some stories in my mind, disempowering stories, usually when you're watching, like, what is going on, and all that chaos, and attempts of control and stuff. You start feeling also bad about yourself and about the situation, and feeling powerless, and then start taking actions or inactions, like, that will affect. And when how stress also, and really, going deeper, like into negative feelings and thoughts, how that can negatively also affect our bodies, where we start experiencing some symptoms as well. And same when we have, with our higher power, that connection, that it's not really true power, and that we can generate from, and not just attempt of control of some leadership, that feel that they know what they're doing, but they also asking for help, honestly. And some of them, like you possibly noticed those days, not hiding that they're going to church, that they praying, and or they somehow making some spiritual practices, and asking God for help, because they know that they cannot do that alone. So uh, so that's how the power to transform can be generated from God, from divine powers, whatever. I want to be more inclusive, and be open. That for me, it's God and Jesus. However, if you feel deeper connection with other divine sources, kudos for you, because that's how we generate powers within. And where we standing in our power, using our voice, it's actually transform us. It becomes a total transformation, and in our health and total health that we can experience. So that's usually actually where we get to actually start, but we many times not recognizing that, because for a lot of us, that spirituality for years was based in religion, and honestly, unfortunately, that leadership was also kind of attempting to control and manipulating people to somehow having guiding them in a certain direction, and based many times on fear, because it's easier to manipulate and control people when they fear, when they will be telling you that you should fear of God, because God have power, and you will be punished. And living in that space, it's very challenging. And I was brought in religion, and still actually practicing, but however, I somehow, like, or keep opening my mind and my heart and my body to other experiences, to be more inclusive, to hear, and to recognize that it's actually a different way, that it's not all the truth that are shared, and that unfortunately, and actually founding a more spiritual awakening for me was through spirituality, with some communities and some people where they're more open, and they also were not, ashamed of admitting that they uh, they were brought up in religion, but also were discovering when they broadening their perspectives through spirituality. They were experiencing a different awakening, and many times it connected them even on a deeper level, and that's what I started experiencing as well, through spirituality, to have a deeper connection within myself and with my spirit and with God. And yes, I can even right now, like more open to reading Bible, and when I was keep going to church and just kind of listening and not really even many times paying attention. However, right now I have, with that deeper connection, I have the Bible app on my phone, and doing the reading daily. So so it can be work out, and you can create with that deeper connection. You can create a deeper faith with the divine sources, or God, when you really somehow create that reconnection within yourself. And uh, a lot of us experiencing, they really not doing a lot into spiritual health or emotional or mental health until they start experiencing a lot of physical symptoms. Then they decide to kind of take a closer look, because the other parts like seems like being many times abandoned because of all the responsibility, all kinds of excuses, that we don't have time, we don't have energy, we potentially don't have money, to be able to somehow go through that journey. And well, I can relate, because I did have those feelings as well, that there is no possibility for me. And when I started on my own, beginning of transforming my physical body and mental, but at some point I was reaching out for support, to and paid people to support me. And it was also kind of mentally transforming, that it's okay for me to pay for the support, and actually asking for support, that it's not some kind of weakness, but it's a strength that I can develop, that I can start with some especially paid support, that I can experience a quicker transformation. I knew that I could figure it out at the very beginning, certain things, and it was taking me some time. And honestly, like if were more open to asking for support, probably might be went quicker, and maybe became even more powerful. But at some point, I kind of was realizing that, and was reaching for that support, and questioned that support, because it was many times so unknown, and the ways people were. And you supporting me, I wasn't sure if it's the right thing to do, and with that questioning. But then when I started experiencing a transformation of that support, of going much deeper, and that connection, I started realizing that it was a priceless gift that I gave myself, and also to my family, to my friends, to my clients, to whoever I was associating myself with. So it wasn't just for me to create that, but I could create a difference for others, from really true wholeness and total health, and not just kind of fragments of me, when somehow I was trying to push through things and attempting to control things, hoping that control that keep me safe and will keep things together. That's the only way, and it's not the way, honestly. And I discovered that as well, that control. And I was talking about earlier about the religious attempts of control. the leadership, the politics, leaderships of the countries, of communities, attempting to make that control. And I felt that's also kind of to keep it together is the control, like attempting to control the situation, circumstances, or other people, is is something that it's not sustainable, and it will not create the results, desired results. And I learned about that as well. That it will just create more resentment from whoever you attempting to control when they start realizing that's what you're doing. And it will also create a lot of like turmoil and conflict within yourself as well. So when you like more in that peace and coming from that joy, guess what? You start attracting people to yourself. It's really true heart leadership that on any level, people will be attracted to you, and you can create a difference for others. Sharing your stories, transformative stories, sharing about your experiences that will be relatable to them, and they can actually pick something from you that will support their journey, because each we have unique purpose. We gifted with unique gifts, and we get to have courage to keep going on our journey and discovering who we are and what we here to accomplish, and how that relates. And that's actually a big relation to experience that health and wealth. I'm straight talking about health and total health on different levels this month, and also how it's related to wealth. Well, we also share a bunch of times in this channel that health is wealth, and when you experience, all that health, and you start attracting right people to serve, well, you can create the wealth. That's really a true wealth, not some kind of manipulation to be able to get the money from people, honestly, but through attraction based on really creating a beautiful role model that truly standing in their power, not to control, manipulate other people, but that really that strength and power, true power, where that is kind of in the love and joy, that is becoming an attractive component for other people. They will feel that you emit radiating different kind of energy, attractive energy, and you know that nobody want to be around people, certain people. They want to be around attractive people. And I'm not just talking about, but it's actually also can become when you have that inner glow, and the beauty will show up outside as well. So that will be a big component of that attraction for people, because they will feel you energetically, that you have something that they would like to have, and that they're willing to somehow ask for your support, and that's okay to actually receive compensation for it, because we do have those gifts to be able to live, to experience our life, to be able to cover our expenses and provide for our families. And that inner beauty will be shining outside, and that will be like also visible for others, that like, oh, this attractive person, I want to work with this person, I want to hang out with that person. So yeah, so I trust that it's making sense and gives you some food for thoughts, and empowering you to really put more focus on your health, because that will be that foundation that you will be building, that home the structure of your home that you will be building, that you will feel at home, and you can keep coming out of that beautiful transformed home to open the doors for others and to shine your light brightly, and creating some amazing experiences for you and for others. So, without further ado, sending you so much love, joy, peace, light, and hopefully it will create some habit to come more often here to share some food for thoughts and tips. And stay tuned for upcoming live, and take care.